Hi, man. How are you? Joe, can you hear me? Hey, Les, saludos to Alberta, Canada. I'm glad you are here. Everybody can hear me loud and clear? CB, hola. Yeah. Okay, let's just get more people to this live. Hello, Rusty. How are you? Okay, let me. What about the sound right now? The volume is okay? Tsunami, yeah, that is the latest news in all the world, in the Pacific part of the world. A volcano, the sea explode, and it's amazing how the nature is or works in our world. We don't. Okay, Joe. bu- Okay, you just give me some feedback if you have some problem with the transmission. In my computer, say that it's okay. But we're gonna talk about a new summary about what's going on in Puerto Vallarta all this week. The latest news. So there is some news here in Puerto Vallarta that maybe because the news are very local, but there is some crazy news in these days. Yes, we just the authorities finished the vaccination for the for some people here in Puerto Vallarta, like for people that under adults, 18 years old people and more. Uh, Wow, Rusty, that is wow, that is so much snow. Okay, we are just the authorities just finished some for 18 years people and older. They don't get the first vaccine or the second shot. I don't know, and it just happened this weekend. Well, it was the Thursday and Friday for those people, adult people, and that they don't have the any kind of shot for the vaccine, and or for the teachers here in Jalisco or in Puerto Vallarta, and the people are now like there is a lot of people with the doctors. The good news about this, what is happening right now in Puerto Vallarta, the good news is the hospitals are not with a lot of people on beds. Like, there is almost no cases that the people needs the beds or the fans for breathe. There is a lot of people in the hospitals, but just for go to the doctor for checking because they have some symptoms. But there is some symptoms like this Omicron variant is like more like pain on the throat and something like that, and those different. Even like 3 weeks ago, I just get sick because I have some issues here in my throat, and I go to my doctor and they checking me, and it was a bacterial, not the virus. So for me, just 4 days and I was okay, but I had any kind of symptoms, so it's not the Omicron. Because most of the time for me, my work allows me stay in the house, bring you the news here, doing some videos, and avoid access. Or if I have some customers here in Puerto Vallarta, I just take like two, three, four max customers in my car, and always not in the car inside a long time. We go outside, and it's like more secure for everybody. So for me, this is great because I don't get the virus yet, or this variant yet. So I just stay in home as much as I can. If I need to go out with my customers, we take the precautions. And changing the hospitals, not there is not full of people with beds, but it's strange this change, because when I went to the doctor, there is a lot of people waiting to enter to the doctors here in Puerto Vallarta. Private doctors, little little pharmacies with doctors, and they are with long lines because they have some symptoms, or they need to do or to take the test, but they don't need to go to the hospitals for getting beds. Yes, if CB is asking me if take people on tours. Yes, normally my tours are private. Um, One people, two people, maximum four people, because my car is not big enough, and for security, right now Omicron is very contagious, and we would just to prevent spreading more the virus. Customers the next week, and we are just taking the precaution, and that's it. And normally, if you want to do some tours here in Puerto Vallarta, I'm talking about tours like zip lines, whale watching, go to the Maritas Island, or going to Las Animas, something like that, on these big boats, the catamaranes or catamarans. My advice is always use the mask. I know it's difficult sometimes. Like for me, use the mask is not a good idea. But if you're going to stay over there, you need to wait to ask why, because there is a lot of people, and this Omicron variant is very contagious. So that's my recommendation, and always take care. If you don't want to uh, expose, just avoid that kind of tours. You can do another tours by yourself, or with me, or with another people, because Puerto Vallarta is big and there is a few people. The population is not so big, but this is the high season. Puerto Vallarta, and I'm going to tell you this very clear. Puerto Vallarta is still open, fully open. Okay. Uh, Obviously, there is some restrictions. There is some people that say the restrictions for the nightclubs is a nonsense, and yes, could be a nonsense, because you need proof of your vaccination for enter a bar, a nightclub, or a casino, or a massive event, or if you are invited a party like a wedding in the hotels on the resort, you must or they must asking you a proof of your vaccination. Okay, so that it's for all the Jalisco state. Hey Jude, how are you? I'm waiting for you. Come back. How race plays on Aloha State of Mind. How here race plays on Jalapa is closed. Well, it's Jalapa US dollar per person and one way. It's like 30 US dollar round trip per person. And the authorities say, because I just saw this in the news, the authorities say that they don't have a lot of employees or a lot of personnel for checking everybody, but they are focused obviously on the downtown, obviously in the downtown, but outside or more inside Puerto Vallarta, more inside, I'm talking about not this area, more inside, there is some private parties, and they don't check it because they can't. It's a lot of business, okay, for checking. And that is the problem right now with Puerto Vallarta. And Jelapa is too away from go over there. They must to send a lot of people for checking, at least, I don't know, 10 people for checking the authority, but and they will not to send anybody, I think so. Even in Boca de Tomatlan, they don't. So, but here in Puerto Vallarta, bars are open, restaurants are open, casinos are open, but with those restrictions. The restaurant has no restrictions, no restrictions at all. So it's only like 75% of their capacity. Or in Nayarit, it's different whole story. In Nayarit is all the nightlife in Nayarit is canceled, is shut down. So it's totally different. If you want to go to to, I don't know, Sea Garden, Gran Velas, or I don't know, Marival over there, the Rio Palace hotels, resorts, they must to stay at 50% of their capacity. That is the authority says. But right now, the hotels are very upset with these decisions. But Nayarit has now records on contagious of the COVID contagious. They need to stop the spreading. So that's restrictions are now justified because of that. Okay, we don't have any tsunami warnings yet here in Vallarta, but I just saw a few videos about water is like is go back. But here in Puerto Vallarta, no, we're just like gossip. I don't know if that is true. I just saw one video today, but we don't know if this is true. And it's still the beaches, mm, very normal. I don't have the opportunity to go out right now, but I think we have of normal. I just checking the news in here in Puerto Vallarta, and we don't have any tsunami warning. Joe, no, this is I have with my old drone, with my crashed drone. I just have the same drone yet. I need more customers for buying a new one. Yeah. Alex, how are you? Welcome to my live stream. Yeah, of course, yes. CB, in Manzanillo, yes, it's a video, but Manzanillo is open sea. We are in a bay, a background image. We are in a bay. Puerto Vallarta is very, I mean, I'm like lucky. We are very, this location protect us from the hurricanes, tsunami, because the mountains protect us, is around us, so it's always protect us. And our weather sometimes is changing. It was all these days was very cloudy and gray. Today was very blue skies, but it's hot right now. I'm sweating. I'm sweating. Normally in this season in Puerto Vallarta is cold, is nice. But right now the weather's totally crazy. It's crazy, But here in Puerto Vallarta, the local news here in Puerto Vallarta, let me tell you before I forget, is there is crazy things here here in Puerto Vallarta. People. stolen ATM or ATM, and they taken with a just a big car, big truck, like a pipe, something like that. They take it, they like take off, and they put it in another truck, and they go away. And then the cops arrive, and they are checking right now. That is crazy on the boulevard. So that is crazy. I don't check the news very good, but I just read very fast the news, and it's in a video because in Puerto Vallarta is this is gonna gonna this is gonna like if I say Puerto Vallarta is very safe, and this is happened like every robbery, some ATM machine like nothing, and it's we are not okay. The last administration was very corrupt, and right now we are seeing what's going on. There is no cops. There is a few cops. There is no personal. They are always do so corruption in Puerto Vallarta. We are a lot of tourists, but our street are very in bad shape. So where is the money? Where is the money? And totally different in Manzanillo because I used to live in Manzanillo. When I visited Manzanillo in this last December, it's totally changed. See the money because all the Asia exportation and importation are in Manzanillo, and there is a lot of money over there. Obviously, town over there was changing. In Puerto Vallarta, yeah, it's growing, but our town is like still with no development. Hola, Aloha State of Mind is asking, would you recommend rent versus buy for expat? Well, no, well, there is pros and cons. Renting, I think is expensive because you become a local. If you want to retire here in Mexico, you will become a local. And me as a local, I am paying 200 US dollar per month, 200 US dollar per month. Great location. It's two rooms, one bathroom, little kitchen, and a little living room, and we are four. And this is the price is like I just found it. I was very lucky to find it. Even like me as a local, I just buy my house. But in Nayarit, my house is in Nayarit. I'm renting to another person right now, and I need some money for renting my house. And over there is cheaper, but I'm getting some money. So the house is paid, renting. I don't pay anything. So sometimes it's smart to buy your house, rent high, rent your high, and you renting low. That is make you money, or your house is paying by itself. So you can mix, and better to buy right now here in Puerto Vallarta. Ray Thompson about the really important COVID news. Well, I just said hospitals are full of people, but they don't need beds, attention or the services for the doctor because they have symptoms. Always, right now, uh, even today, I went to the doctor just for a check-in, and I just realized there is long lines or four or five people waiting for the doctors because they need to go to the labs for taking a test for COVID. But the are full on the beds, are full on the service with the doctors. You know, here in Puerto Vallarta, we have our main hospitals, and people outside or just doing the line just for waiting the attention, and that's it. No more of that. I have one friend that he's at the hospital, and he told us that we are okay. We just take care. We don't have full in the hospital. All the people get sick, but is staying in their houses and they recover. This is not several, but you must to have precautions because you don't know who can die for that. You don't know how is your system, your body. It's totally different for everybody. But this is the news, important news about the COVID right now. And Nayarit has a record of COVID cases right now. But Nayarit is very small, too small. It's smaller even than, I don't know. It's just a small port, and Jalisco is big, and it's like, I don't know, one quarter. I don't know. Sadi, hola, saludos to Ontario. Joe Willis, I don't. I just that if you are as a parasailer that went over ocean, no, I don't. I don't check that news yet. Craig Thompson, about the ATMs offer different exchange rates for peso withdrawal. And I hear to decline the first exchange offer. Seems you. No, well, I never use the ATM because I'm not a visitor. I'm a local. I am always use my local ATM machines. I'm sorry, I can't do honestly what's going on with that. Bárbara, hola, saludos from to Houston. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Can you hear me, everybody? Yeah, it's okay. Okay, great, awesome. Well, the most important thing is about the cases here. Okay, maybe that is my internet connection. Sometimes it's not the best. Let me just connect my computer. I'm sorry for this. Okay. Okay, yeah. So we have problems with Telmex and all the lines. Uh, Telmex shut down some days ago, and Total Place depends. I have Total Place here in my house. Okay. Well, guys, do you have any question? Puerto Vallarta is still open. Huh? You can still plan your vacation here. Puerto Vallarta is you still can plan your vacation here. Don't worry. The hotels are okay. Restaurants, about the nightlife, good. Rusty's asking. Speaking of internet, how fast is in on average there? It's average 40 mega. I have 40 megas, but I pay with my debit card, and they double the speed. So it's supposed that I have 80. But the problem when you are working and I needs to do the live stream, you need you don't need the download. You need the upload. Upload is so poor, is 5 megabytes. So if you need a great connection or internet speed, you asking for a great upload. Not so the download. It's okay. It's great. The download. You can see, you can watch more K movies. Don't worry. But for do live streams like me, I need more than 5 megabytes for upload. I need like I don't know 20. That's that would be nice, but unfortunately I don't have, and I need to pay more, around like I think 1,000 Mexican pesos. That is 50 50 US dollar for a great connection for working. Okay. CB, I don't understand your question. What is stoplight there? Like my family right now. The light. Okay, no, we in Jalisco, CB in Jalisco we are still green. You believe? It's because the governor say we're still green because all hospitals are 50% of their capacity. All hospitals are in 10% of their capacity. So all lights right now are green here in Jalisco. In more states, they turn to yellow or to orange. Just three, I think. They have more cases and the hospitals are more full. That's the state that changed is on the north, and on the border, Baja California, Chihuahua, and I think Tamaulipas. And another one is Cancun. Cancun was with no restriction and now is suffering. Yeah, like I told, get sick, but you don't need to go to the hospitals. And why? Why? Because 80% of the population here in Puerto Vallarta is already with the vaccine or the shots, and all seniors they already have the booster, so we don't have to worry to go to the hospital right now because the more difficult symptoms are gone. Now it's like the headache, the another kind of symptoms that you don't need to go to the hospital. You need to check to the doctor and come back to your house, and that's it. Yeah, thank God we are here still in green. We can still go outside, but there's right now. I check it. I just saw a lot of people in the street wearing the mask now, walking. And normally, if you're walking on the street, but right now, because everybody's getting sick, like everybody's wearing the mask, even on the streets walking. So that Omicron is more contagious. So right now in my family, we have just a private little party for my nephew, and we are just only the family, and we are like we are healthy, and we don't anybody else, just the family, because we don't need to get sick. So that is better, and that's the way that we're taking care of us and our kids never gets well. It's for my kids are great, with great health, no problem. So that is great. Puerto Vallarta, like I told you, um, this is Puerto Vallarta is open. Just the more hard restriction is on the nightlife. Okay, you want to go to a bar, you need proof of your vaccination. If you don't have proof of your vaccination, you need you need to show a PCR test. Yes, you need to pay a PCR test for enter to take a beer in the bars or in the casinos. Yeah, people that don't like the vaccine, it's okay, but you need the PCR test. Yes, Barbara. here in Puerto Vallarta, almost all the people get the vaccine. I have two friends that maybe are seeing me right now. They don't have the vaccine. They don't believe in that. But anyway, hey, Phyllis, how are you? I'm glad you make it. Thank you very much for joy to my live stream. Thank you. Welcome. Yes, you have any doubt about Puerto Vallarta? We have no warning, no tsunami warnings at all here. Tomorrow, I'm to do some scouting on the beaches here in Puerto Vallarta for see what's going on. And the next Monday, I give about what's going on here in Puerto Vallarta. And but you need to see what's going on here in our beaches. But it's still all normal. Sari is asking, what about in Nuevo Vallarta? No, they don't ask for proof of vaccination. The nightlife is closed in Nuevo Vallarta. The authority says it's closed, but the restaurants, the authorities say that they can't sell alcohol. Like I don't know if they mean like hard liquor or the beer too. I think I think you can have a beer on the restaurant. I don't try yet. I must go over there and check the situation over there. But the nightlife is closed. Casinos, bars, clubs are closed in Nayarit. I think in on the hotels, if there is a bar in the hotels, it's still open. One hack that you can do over there in Nayarit is you can go to the bar inside of the restaurant. Yes, so because some restaurant has, well, some hotels has restaurants inside, and you can have a reservation or booking for go to the restaurant, and then you can go to the bar. I don't know. There is some hack if you want to go and have some hard liquor, whiskey, tequila. I don't know. But my recommendation, if you are or your plan is go to Nuevo Vallarta, just do your groceries, buy some wines or food. You have normally if you are staying in Nuevo Vallarta, you have a great view, great beaches, and you must enjoy in your condo. I know that is difficult, but it's this is an option. But you can still go to Sayulita, visit Bucerias, La Cruz. The in Marina Cruz, in La Cruz de Guanacaxtle, the farmers market. There is only the farmer. There is no more farmers market. It's still okay the farmers market, but only with the street food. No other kind of business. They say that you can do the farmers market, but without selling, like clothing, shoes, or souvenirs. No, that kind of business. No, just the food. But the market is still going on La Cruz, on in Nuevo Vallarta. Remember, the La Cruz market is on, and Nuevo Vallarta Farmers Market is on Thursday. Okay. No, you must go to the restaurants. The restaurant, you don't need proof of your vaccination on the restaurant, Alex, because Alex is asking if the restaurant offer the test or people have to go to the clinic to get it. No, you don't need any kind of enter to the restaurants. Okay, just go to the restaurant and that's it. Only nightclubs, bars. Okay. Like I told you, Sadi, uh, you can go to the bars. But in Nayarit, if they say they're closed, you must be closed. Okay, yeah, yeah. Nuevo Vallarta is still very different, but you know that we are very close, 30 minutes away from the downtown to and the rules are very clear. Some news here they say they don't gonna like close the nightlife, but then they check and they notice that the nightlife is closed. Everything is still going as normal. On the restaurant, they must close to 10 p.m. because they want to avoid, uh, spreading the virus or crowded places. But let me tell you what is going on. What is going on? All the people in Nuevo Vallarta or living, they came here to Puerto Vallarta, and there is more people here in Puerto Vallarta. When the virus happened the first time here, they almost closed the border between Puerto Vallarta and Nuevo Vallarta. It was a long line for point to enter to Nayarit. They said if you don't belong to Nayarit, you don't need to stay here. So come back to Puerto. I don't care where you came here. You don't need to go to Nayarit. That's the first time that the virus hit here in Puerto Vallarta or in Nayarit or Nuevo Vallarta. And I have my house in Nayarit, and I'm rent here, so I can go to the both sides. So when the police asking me, I just say I'm live in Nayarit. So no, give me your ID and say no. The address is from Puerto Vallarta. You need to come back. No, I have proof house, and this is my number because it's the bill of my electricity. This is my number and this is my address. This is my property. I need to go to my property. They say, oh, you can go. So like for me, the first time for a lot of people was very difficult, and it was a very funny story. The first time there was the checkpoint and they almost closed the border between Jalisco and Nayarit. And in Nayarit was we call a seca. That's mean the law forbidden to sell alcohol, and a lot of taxi drivers drove to Vallarta, come back with the taxi full of can of beers, and they go to the jail because that was forbidden. We are in a pandemic situation, and it was on the news. It was very funny. Like these people needs I'm gonna make business, and now checkpoint, check the taxi, and there is a lot of beer. What are you doing with a lot of beer? You can do that. It's forbidden right now. We call ley seca. Is ley seca happens when we have elections normally. Barbara, okay, John Scott, he's asking where is the cheapest PBR test in Nuevo Vallarta? Well, if you're taking the test in that is expensive. That is expensive. Um, the CMQ hospitals or the Hoya hospital are expensive too because they are private. Uh, I think the most cheapest and the nearest of Nuevo Vallarta could be the airport. In the airport, there is a lab, and I think the PCR is 1,400 pesos, and the antigen is 600 Mexican pesos. So that is the best option, John. Okay. No, in Bucerías, well, festival being Bucerías, no, I don't think so. I don't think so. Yeah, I know that this for these dates there is gonna be some activities or festivals. No, cancel. In Nayarit, it's cancel to new advice of the authorities. Okay, thing massive is cancel. You did delicious food and overlook. Do they have rooms? They Barbara, you asking me? I did a video to a great an hour from PB with pools, delicious food, and overlook. Do they have rooms to stay in or just day trips? Can you take a range? Yes, Barbara, an email for I help you with all the you need. Um, but send me an email, okay? And I give you more information. Yes, Alex. Yes, Barbara. It was very funny about that taxi driver that wants to pass the alcohol, with the Al Capone style. Yeah, yeah. And well, right now, it's very open Puerto Vallarta. Nayarit is a bit restrictions. Let me tell you something. In Nuevo Vallarta, sometimes the people over there, they are I don't know, living on the condos, or they are owners. Sometimes they follow the rules, or they don't want to apply them, and they are very angry with the situation. But they don't want to the vaccine, or others are like not, and always there is a fight for who is right, who's not. And the situation normally in those condos sometimes could be very difficult or very nonsense, because sometimes they asking you wearing the mask when you enter to the premises or to the properties, and another people don't use it, and you asking why I use it and they don't. Because they are owners, and what I'm renting or something like that. Or even for the workers, the owner use a mask and the workers must use. That is nonsense. Wear it or not wear it. I don't know what you think about it. Yeah, Jose. Alex, yes, about that video on De La Cruz was amazing. Rusty, random question. Any idea what is there a baseball stadium by the beach in Sayulita? There is a stadium on Sayulita. I don't know why is there. They made it. More to the north, to our country, to Mexico. People play more baseball. Like here in Jalisco, there is not much like fans for the baseball. But like more to the north, beginning Nayarit, Mazatlan, people from Mazatlan love baseball. I used to live like 4 months in Mazatlan, and they love the baseball. They say to the youngest, los plebes. You can see the plebes or the kids with no ball, just the bat and the baseball. And with the glow. They are always playing baseball, broken windows on the streets. Yes, but here in Isco, now do we have a baseball court here in the stadium? Or the stadio, we call the stadio and the sport here. But we have matches on the weekends, but we are more fans of the soccer here in Jalisco. Yes, no, no, not professional, but we have we have winners here in Puerto Vallarta. I remember one lady, the champ. worldwide champ. This we call this with the it's like a tennis, but it's in the walls. Front tennis sport. Something I don't know who is how is the name in English, but he's the champ. I think he's 5 row champ in all the world, and he is in Puerto Vallarta. And I used to train my coach, and she was training with us. Yes, Jose Luis, Joe Willis. Yes, bridge. They say the bridge of the Kuala River is gonna be ready, or I think ready on February. I don't know, March, February, something like that. But we still don't know. We fix it right away because we need to the streets because there is a lot of traffic on the downtown right now in Puerto Vallarta, especially on the December. Too much traffic. Yeah. Yes, Barbara is the one on the market, that bridge in El Kuala River. Yes, the market is open. Just some restaurants and some stores that are more near of the river. They don't, because still they're working over there. The base of the market is like flying, and they need to put some stone or cement. I don't know, but we hope that in February is gonna be fully open, so you can visit over there. Yes, Jose Luis, the restaurant. And remember, I have a video of that places that you can have a nice meals, breakfast, lunch, breakfast and lunch only on the municipal flea market in downtown Puerto Vallarta. Very cheap, very tasty the food. You must try it in your next time here in Puerto Vallarta. Hola, Michelle o Michael Selvaggio desde Arizona. Hola, saludos Arizona, ¿cómo están? How are you? How are you? And yes, like I told you, Puerto Vallarta is still open. Came here, plan your vacation here. We are on the way of reaching the highest point, and then we go down, and that's the time to came Puerto Vallarta. I think February or even March is gonna be better for spend the time here in Puerto Vallarta. But remember, it's gonna be more hot. Yes, yes, very delicious the market. Yeah, and I maybe will check the nightlife. So go to my Instagram. My Instagram profile is tours.x in on Instagram, and you will check the live stream. I will do a live stream over there because you can check the night today or tomorrow. But go to my Instagram profile. Let me put you here the in Instagram, and you can check a live stream. Okay. The restaurant was Norma, but I just realized that they don't over there anymore. And then I was checking where they go. It's a mystery right now. I'm going to check it with the locals because the food was amazing. I love so much go with the normal restaurants. It was on the most damaged area of the market of the flea market. It was on the corner, and the I love that so much because I asking my ex with not much chile, or not so hot, and with some chilaquiles with green sauce and no cream and whatever I want, and they give me my breakfast as I asking, and it's like I was in my house. And they are always very busy. You need to wait, but it's worth it. The taste is amazing. It's amazing. Michael, thank you. Okay, okay. Give me an email or contact me. You can go to my Facebook, Instagram, and you can or go to my website, send me an email, and we can set up some meeting. Okay. Thank you thank you, Michael Larson. Lisa, yes. Everything is open. I think February better about the COVID cases. Right now, all the news is, oh, Mexico is the highest peak of COVID cases, and Mexico and this and that. And the news is always to sell you. It's a clickbait, always, no? And they try to scare you. I don't see the news, that kind of news anymore. Only good news. You know, Puerto Vallarta is great. Then you can see the news. No, Puerto Vallarta with the highest contagious in all the time and is the number one with more contagion for per capita, and that is only bad news, and they only wants the clickbait. But right now here in Puerto Vallarta, yes, we have more cases, but we don't need to go to the hospital for recovery. We have just stay in our house, and that's it. Okay. Yes, some people can get very, very sick, obviously. That is normal. That is the nature of the virus. Some are not. Okay. Jose Luis, in the zoo. Jose Luis is asking, have you been to the zoo lately? Not anymore, because I just no, I don't go to the nightclubs. Not anymore. Yes, Alex Ruiz is saying California Omicron is surging now, and in thinking yes, Mexico is gonna follow. But now, I think we have more people with the vaccine than US, because US is the population is bigger, obviously. But here in Mexico, we are almost 85% of the population. Yes, Michelle. Zoological. No, never. I never. Joe, Jose Luis, I never go to the zoo, because there is a nightclub called Zoo. Okay, you must specify why the animal zoo or the another animal zoo. No, Joe. There is some fake news about the zoo, that is the animals are in bad shape, or they are suffering, I think, and they say no, the zoo is okay. The rate or the fee is $10 per person. I don't know, something like that. But I don't check the zoo. I don't go much over there. But yes, I know there is the zoo, and there is okay. You can still go to visit the animals. It's supposed that the zoo must disappear in Mexico. There is a law, but it was some problems with, because they can abandon the animals just like that, and they say no, just keep it with the animals. So just keep working, because this is a problem to rid of the you know where the animals go, where the elephants go, or the tiger. You need to take care. Still stay with the zoo, and they are I think the price for locals is too high. Um, but I never go to the zoo, just passing, but never go to the zoo. Okay. Maybe I will do a video and I will show you what's going on over there. Okay. Okay, friends, thank you very much. If you have any question about Puerto Vallarta, about the COVID news, I think you are covering what's happened here in Puerto Vallarta. If there is some news, maybe I can give you the next Monday about more news, or tomorrow. Okay, the Sunday. But tomorrow I will go to the beaches to check in for you. What is the how is the weather? How is the water if it's hot? Okay, and I going to say cheers from you. Jose Luis, muchas gracias. Thank you very much, my man. Michael, Alex, Saidi, Barbara, thank you very much. Michael Larson, Lisa, thank you very much. All guys for stay here. Barbara, Rusty, thank you very much. Kurt, thank you, guys. See you on my videos here in my YouTube channel. Don't forget to go to my Instagram profile and follow me and check more live stream over there. Okay. Thank you. Bye bye.